Hi everybody, welcome back to Marie's Kitchen. I'm so glad you're here. Today we're making ricotta cookies. Ricotta cookies are soft, cake-like cookies made with ricotta cheese, so they have a very moist texture and subtle richness. The other great thing about these cookies is that they are adorable. So if you have kids or grandkids, I know they're gonna love making these and enjoying them. So definitely put them on your summer bake list. Let's get started. Everyone has a summer bake list, right? All right, first up, we'll start with 1/2 cup unsalted butter and 3/4 cup sugar. And I do want to thank Linda again. She sent me her glass KitchenAid bowl. I really wanted a glass bowl so y'all could see the inside. And she had one she wasn't using, so she sent it to me. And I'm just so thrilled. I love this community. So thank you so much, Linda. All right, now we'll lock this and we're going to cream the butter and sugar for about a minute. All right, looks great. Okay, next up is 2 teaspoons vanilla and 1 egg. Now we'll beat that just to combine. You do want to be sure to scrape down the sides because if these cookies don't get mixed well, they just don't bake right. Next is ricotta cheese, and I'm using whole milk ricotta, and this is 3/4 cup. It's a little bit difficult to measure ricotta because it's kind of a solid and kind of a liquid, so you just kind of shape it in there. And if you want to measure, it's 6 ounces. Now we'll mix that to combine. I'll scrape down the sides again here. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And I just preheated the oven to 350 degrees. I always forget to do that and then I'm like waiting. Now for the dry ingredients, we have 2 cups all-purpose flour. To that I'll add 1/2 teaspoon salt, then 1/2 teaspoon baking powder, and 1/2 teaspoon baking soda. Have you ever made ricotta cookies? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. I know lemon is a very common variation, so maybe we could try that. Let me know if you'd like to try it. We're not really big citrus fans in our family, so I don't do a lot of lemon flavored stuff, but if y'all are interested, I'd be happy to demonstrate it. So let me know. And I know there are other variations. I know you can do chocolate chip. And then we're using vanilla in the cookie. And then in the icing, we're gonna use some almond extract. So really nice flavors. Okay, we'll add our dry ingredients right into the bowl. And then give this a mix. Slow to start out. I'm gonna scrape the sides and the bottom. I love that these cookies are so easy. It's just a handful of ingredients and they've got great flavor. Okay, there we go. Now we have our baking sheet lined with a Silpat mat, or you can use parchment paper. And this is a really sticky dough. If it's too sticky to work with, you can throw it in the fridge for a little while or sprinkle just a tiny bit more flour and mix that in. It should be a little easier. I'm using a 1 tablespoon cookie scoop, and we'll just scoop those out. Now these go in the oven for about 14 to 16 minutes, just until golden on the bottom. It smells so good in here. Okay, the cookies are almost done, so we're gonna go ahead and make the glaze. And for that, I have 1 1/4 cup powdered sugar. To that, we'll add 2 tablespoons milk. And the next is 1/4 teaspoon almond extract. And then we'll just give this a stir. This is such a simple way to make a glaze. I use this on scones. You can put it on coffee cake. Really cute on cookies. It would be great on the hand pies that we've been making. So powdered sugar and milk makes a great glaze. And then you can add vanilla, almond, lemon, whatever you like. Oh, there are the cookies. Let's grab those. These look so good. They puffed up real nicely. Now I'll set these aside and let those cool a little bit. You don't want to put the glaze on until they've cooled because the warm cookie will melt the glaze. Now, as you can see, this is a little bit too thick to work as a glaze. So what we're gonna do is add just a little bit more milk, just a few drops there. That's the one thing about this glaze is that you have to kind of get it the right texture for what you're using it for. And this, for the cookies, you want sort of a thicker glaze. Okay, I think that looks great. All right, I moved these over and I think they're cool enough to glaze. You can see they're just golden on the bottom and they look great. So we'll just take a little bit of the glaze and scoop that right on top. And you do want to put, if you're gonna add sprinkles, you do wanna put those on while the glaze is wet. So just sprinkle those right on. And I was thinking, hopefully we post this video before the 4th of July, but if you wanted to make these for a 4th of July party, get some red, white, and blue sprinkles. They would be so cute. And I just think if you put these out with a bunch of different cookies and people see these, the kids especially are gonna grab them. Usually M&M cookies are the first to go in a bake sale, or on a cookie spread. But I think if these were out there, it would be a very close match. Add some sprinkles. Now, if you wanted to freeze these cookies, you can freeze them already baked, or you can freeze them as little dough balls. Either way, just freeze them on a flat surface like this, and then package them up in your, freezer container or freezer bag. Poor Cocoa Puff needs a haircut. She's got all the hair in her eyes. It looks like she can't see. Sweet girl. If you like this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. It helps me so much. And also be sure to subscribe. I've got lots more videos coming up and I don't want you to miss any of them. Also, leave me a comment and let me know if you think you might try these. It's been a little quiet in the comments, so I would love to hear from y'all. You have no idea, it makes my day to see that people are enjoying the recipes and watching and have questions or requests. I'm always happy to help. And I do read them all myself. I read all the comments and I try to respond to as many as I can. Also, if you're liking the channel, you can become a member. There's 3 different options and I'll put the link below in the description box. And really that's just a great way to help support my channel. My website, if you've been there, is ad-free. And so I really do appreciate the support. When I made the website, I was really committed to keeping it ad-free because I know how annoying a bunch of ads can be when you go to a website. Everything's popping up in your face and it's hard to read, it's hard to print. Well, hopefully my website is not like that. Hopefully it's very simple. You can get the recipes you want, you can print them, you can put them all, as I always suggest, in a notebook and make your own little Marie's Kitchen cookbook. So feel free to do that. This recipe, as well as all my recipes, is on my website, mariesaba.com. And of course, if you have any questions, leave those in the comments below. My goal is to give you some really easy recipes that turn out great every time so you can build some confidence in the kitchen and feel really inspired to share good food with people that you love. All right, let's try one. Look how cute they are. Let's break one open too so you can see the inside, hopefully. Oh, nice. So you can see it's a little cakier. So good. Yum. It is just right. Not too sweet, very moist. These are delicious. You've got to try these. From my kitchen to yours. Thank you.